Chloe, you've been amazing. We first met after the show this year, and you asked to come to the show in 2023 to look at what we already do and help us improve. And I think you've done amazing things with Ocho. And should we just have a little chat about what we've put together to try and implement for the 2024 show?
Yeah, so one of my biggest things was having a toilet that was actually accessible. I really wanted to invite some of my friends that have more access needs than I have. So having something with a hoist and a bed for changing disabled adults on was something that I really wanted to see coming in this year.
And I'm pleased to say that we've managed to find one of those high dependency toilet units, and we've had it kindly sponsored by a company called Mud Control Mats.
Amazing.
And that will be here at the show, implemented for this year, and it does have the bed in there and it does have the hoist in there.
Perfect, thank you. And then one of the other things that we noticed was how not everything was accessible. So obviously a lot of the stuff is flat and there are tarmac paths, and I know you do your best with the mud and it's hard for everyone, but having that little 6-inch step up onto a platform to see things makes it really difficult for people like me or people that are visually impaired and don't see that step.
Totally agree. I mean, we're really lucky with Showground because it is a tarmac showground, but we take on board that some of those trade stands are not accessible. So we have done a call out this year to all our trade exhibitors to say if they have ramps, if they could bring ramps and just look at making the sites more accessible. I mean, for example, one of our sponsors, Mill Valley Farmers, they already have ramps in place, and that really does help everybody.
That's brilliant. I spoke to a school that was here last year and they had the ramps in the van, they just didn't think to get them out. So
absolutely,
hopefully...
that is Victon College and they will be bringing their ramps for this year's show.
Brilliant. I've invited a friend this year to come along and see how things have changed. Unfortunately, I'm on holiday this year, but it will be nice for her to see it through fresh eyes and give you another opinion on how accessible everything is, and hopefully she's impressed by what you've done.
I totally agree. I mean, it's little things that you said, like putting chairs outside the disabled toilets. I mean, that's not something I had considered. Do you want to explain why you think those are really good?
It just gives people the chance to have a rest. If you're walking around with crutches or a walker or something, having that chance to just sit down while you're queuing makes a massive difference to your entire day, especially in terms of things like fatigue. And sometimes people are in those toilets for a longer than a normal toilet break, and it's completely expected, but it is hard for the people that are queuing.
And I think really to let everybody on the showground understand what we're trying to do, we've put accessibility stewards in place this year.
Oh,
so
wow.
They'll have an individual tabard on them and anybody can go to them and ask for help or signposting. And I think with these extra things that we're putting in place, like the chairs, toilets, the high dependency toilet unit, all those will really, really help, and the stewards will be able to showcase them exactly where they are.
So will the stewards be able to show you where you can see maybe sign language or view something from a better place?
Absolutely. As you know, we've always had a disabled platform for people to go onto, but what you highlighted was that everybody can hear what's going on in the main ring. So this year we are getting in sign language for the main ring, and we think that would just really improve the experience for all our visitors.
That's amazing. You should be given some kind of award out.
Well, we are giving an award this year to all the trade stands. So anybody that makes it more accessible this year, we are going to bring in the Trade Stand Award, which will be presented to the trade stand that has really made the stand more accessible, more inclusive.
That's amazing. Hopefully my friend can help you pick a winner.
Absolutely. And then looking at Ocho, the other thing that we looked at was identify the leads, wasn't it?
Yes.
We do say a fixed short lead, but you say those are retractable and sometimes those are not short and fixed. So for this year we've changed our rules and regulations and it will be a standard lead only, no retractable leads allowed on the showground.
That's brilliant, and I know you sell leads here anyway, so even if they did turn up with the wrong lead, they'd be able to fix it pretty quick.
They absolutely would. We have a lot of people here selling dog leads, and again the accessibility stewards will be able to assist people to go where to buy a new lead for their dogs, so that'd be fine.
Perfect. I'm really excited. It's such a shame that I'm on holiday, but I know that they'll give me good feedback.
They will. And hopefully you'll come in 2025.
I will definitely be here in 2025.